guys, welcome to Keep It Spiritual with myself, Chris Meredith. Of course, while you're here, first of all, give us a massive thumbs up and make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. Now, this is a very, very special episode of Keep It Spiritual because I bring you one of my angel idols. Of course, it is the lovely Lorna Byrne, and we're talking everything about her brand new book, which drops on the 5th of November, which is this Thursday. Of course, it's called My Guardian Angel, My Best Friend. And this book is so special because the lovely Lorna has got her beautiful daughter Aideen Byrne to illustrate it as well. This book, the energy from it is going to be so special, and how beautiful that Lorna is bringing the stories of children to children that can be passed down, from their parents as well. And just that bond that Lorna is creating with this special book, that knowing that children all around the world are going to know about their guardian angel, something so special right there. And of course, in this interview, we talk about Lorna's The Sanctuary that is going to be in Thomastown in Ireland. That's going to be such a special place as well. If you don't know what that is, of course, that is towards the end of the video. And me and Lorna, we talk about hope from the angels, how we can get through these hard times as well. And of course, how important, it is that you connect with your guardian angel. So here is the beautiful Lorna Byrne talking all about her brand new book, My Guardian Angel, My Best Friend, and I hope you enjoy. So, Lorna Byrne, so fabulous to have you back on Keep It Spiritual once again. I mean, with everything that's going on in the world, how are you doing, my love?
I'm doing good. I think I'm very lucky because I live down the country. I'm not living in a city. And even though here in Ireland we're all in quarantine, there's a lockdown, you can't travel further than 5 kilometers and you're to stay in if possible and wear the masks outside, all that kind of thing. I suppose we're getting used to it now. But I am praying and asking that somehow this virus will burn itself out, and I believe it will eventually. And I suppose we can all help that by doing what we're being asked to do, and I know we all fight against it because we all want to, just like myself, I want to, spend time with my grandchildren. I would love to visit my daughter and my son, but I can't, for now anyway.
I know, and it is only just for now, and that's the thing, it's keeping that kind of hope. It is not going to be forever. It is just for now, and it is in certain times in the world. We go into lockdown, full lockdown again on Thursday in the UK as well, so uncertain times to come for everyone. So, Lorna, how can connecting with our guardian angel right now help us through this time?
I think what everyone needs to do is just ask your guardian angel and ask for unemployed angels, to come and give you a hand, and your family. And I would say to everyone as well, and I know the angels are helping, because even when people are walking past my house, I see lots of angels with them and distracting them and all that kind of thing. And even sometimes you hear somebody laughing. I think it's very important as well when we see someone, and if we can wave to them or shout hello, it doesn't matter whether you know them or not, because you, in doing that, gives hope. It gives enough lift to that person, and even though they stop and turn and say hi and wave to you, and they're saying, who's that? But then the next time when they pass by, and if, they will look to see, are you there? And it is that spiritual connection. I think that's one thing that's happening as well. We're all kind of becoming that little bit more open spiritually, and we want that connection with others because it has been limited. So I'm all the time, just ask your guardian angel to give you strength and comfort and make you smile and laugh at things, and to reach out to others that are close by. You don't have to go up near them, as I said, that wave or that few words, how are you? Are you okay? How are you coping? And that's, and even for children, I have seen children, stop when somebody calls out and, what would you say? their angels would tell me there'd be such a surprise on the children's face. They might be a bit further away from me, so I can't see that surprise. And they love that as well, you know. And lots of people are connecting now spiritually to nature. And I love to see that, because we may have this virus at the moment, and it's only at the moment, it will pass. But nature, we have to take care of it, because we can't survive without it. And I think that's one thing that I see people, you know, admiring wildflowers that they never noticed before, because they actually have time. You
They
know,
really
before
do.
we were so busy working, and, you know, everything was about the material things, that we forgot about the most precious things in our lives, and that is nature and each other.
It's the small things that we've taken for granted for so long that right now are bringing us the biggest comfort, which has always been there. But, you know, now we're appreciating it, which is beautiful to see.
Yeah, it's so important for us to, in one way, I don't like saying thankful, but recognizing the blessings and the good things in our lives, and having, some people use the word gratitude, you know, having that, because all those small things, that's one thing the angels have always taught me, is that all the small things are the most precious things in your life. You know, you can have yourself surrounded with great big material things, and you find the friendships you have aren't real. They're only there because of your material things. It could be the old lady down the road that gives out to you, you know, when you're passing by for driving too fast, that actually has a stronger connection with you. And it is in the sense that that in one way, and I know some people find it very hard when I say this, because so many people I know have lost loved ones, you know, and some families have lost so many, and not just elderly, some are young as well, which is kind of scary. Um, but we need that spiritual connection with each other, you know, and we need to allow it to grow and recognize that, you know, all the material things, they're important. We need a roof over our head, we need job, we need food, you know, but we have to put our family first,
We
those we
definitely do.
love first. Like I have always met lots of men or women that, what would you say, are working. And then sometimes I might meet a young person from the family, and they start sharing with me all their troubles and problems, where they'd say, but I don't know whether my mom or dad cares, you know, because the family is so busy. So in one way, this is like a miracle in disguise as well.
Mm.
It's getting us to stop. It's getting us to think. We may be giving out and saying, oh God, this is driving me crazy, you know, but a miracle in disguise is that, you know, we're getting that bit closer. We're getting opportunities to heal in other ways as well, and to recognize what is the most precious things. And I know, like, I miss, you know, going down to the local cafe for a coffee or a cup of tea, or I miss, you know, meeting my friend who I only can talk to at the moment, you know, on FaceTime or pick up the phone. But we still should be doing that. We can have, at the moment, till this virus is gone, we can, you know, have a virtual cup of coffee or a virtual cup of tea, or you can have your glass of wine, or you can have your birthday cake. You know, your friends could get together and say, let's all do this. Who's going to bake the cake, and show it virtually on the screen, you know? In that way, there's loads of things we can do to help to cheer us up, to help us to make those connections stronger, and for us to, you know, allow that spiritual growth within us.
Yeah.
You know, that love, because that's what it is. It's your soul, that spark of light of God, that love. And at the moment, we're all kind of clinging to that. I'm missing my friends. I love them. I'm missing my family. I'm missing the neighbor that comes down the road and passes by. So in a sense, spiritually, or we have allowed our souls to move a little forward within us. I don't even know if that was the question you were asking.
No, but Lorna, I mean, it is. It's what's coming through. So, that's important. It's what people need to hear. So, do not worry at all. But of course, Lorna, we've got to talk about, you've got a brand new children's book coming out on the 5th of November, this Thursday, which is called My Guardian Angel, My Best Friend. So, Lorna, what was the inspiration for this beautiful new book?
Well, let's say it started a long, long time ago. The angels used to say, you have to write a children's book. And I kept saying, no, no, no. But I always knew, again, I would at some stage. And I have just met so many children all over the world. And they tell me stories and send me letters of how their guardian angel has helped them, and they're so glad that now they know they have a guardian angel. And I suppose that's what the book is, to inspire parents to help children to realize that they have a guardian angel. I would love parents to support children in that way. And of course, the book is called My Guardian Angel, My Best Friend. And that's a very significant, if I'm saying that word, because it's after a young boy that's not here with us anymore. He went to heaven, but I always remember him standing in the audience and he's saying, Lorna, I don't have a question. I just want to let you know about my guardian angel, my best friend. So we have named the book in that way. And there's 7 stories, and one of the stories is about Jacob and his guardian angel Grasshopper. And then there's another story about Cyril and his guardian angel Swift, because Cyril didn't have the courage. He was always watching other boys racing and things like that, and his guardian angel was helping to give him courage in that way. And Jacob is about his guardian angel, but it's about his little sister, and his guardian angel Grasshopper reminding him that his little sister loves him, even though his little sister is driving him crazy. You know what I mean? In that way. And another story is about Tommy. I won't name them all, but his guardian angel's name is called Left Foot. And Tommy was, he wants to make friends so desperately, and he wants to be good at football. And it's all about that relationship and eventually him getting friends, his guardian angel supporting him and giving courage and strength. And that's what the stories are about. It's about everyday life in children's life and their guardian angels, giving them the courage and strength. Because again, the letters I would get, or I might be at an event and a guardian angel or a little child, and some of the children are 12 years of age, some are 8 years of age. It's all ages. I've been asked about putting what would you say, an age limit on it. But to me, it's for all children, and it's for parents to read the stories to children that can't read maybe at the moment. And again, for parents to give support, because so many times I would meet children and just the stories they would tell you would tear your heart. I always remember one place, and the room was crowded with children, and I spoke about the guardian angel, and I said, you can share any secret with your guardian angel. And when I said that, the room went silent. A child was like as if they weren't even breathing. You know what I mean? There was no fidgeting or anything. And then this little boy puts up his hand and he says, really? I can tell my guardian angel any secret? And I said, yes. And he said, it was like as if he forgot the room was crowded. And he said, well, can I tell my guardian angel a secret now? And the secret he spoke of was being alone at home and not having any food in the house. And he had been that way already for 2 weeks. And of course, the few adults that were lining the sides of the room were shocked. But it is for a child to be able to share those secrets with their guardian angel. And then they get the courage and the strength, as that child did, to tell me at that time. And I suppose that's, in a way, it's to help children. I just hear so many stories and children saying now, they're learning now that they have a guardian angel, and the guardian angel is always there with them. It's just making such a difference. But a lot of the time, if their parents don't believe they have a guardian angel, or in a sense aren't open enough, the child doesn't learn that it has a guardian angel. And I think that makes the struggle harder. It's like even the little 12-year-old boy that just said to me, Lorna, I'm so glad that my sister and I, and especially his sister, knew that she had a guardian angel, so she wasn't alone. I'd hear some very sad stories. So I think it's so important. I know lots of children learn in school they have a guardian angel, but that's in school. That's not real in one sense. For the children I hear from, and even sometimes when I'd be giving a talk and, a 12-year-old or a 10-year-old, and the parents would say, can you tell them the name of the guardian angel? And I just look at the child and I stand closer and I say, can you tell me the name of your guardian angel? And the child tells me, and the parents are kind of, oh, we never knew that. But you have to remember, the name of the child's guardian angel is personal to the child. It doesn't want everyone to know the name of their guardian angel.
It is personal. It is. And of course, it's a lovely story there, Lorna, as well. And within this book, it's so special because, your beautiful daughter, Aideen, has helped to illustrate the book as well, which is so beautiful. We've got Lorna Byrne, we've got Aideen Byrne as well. What's it like working with Aideen on this book, Lorna?
It was very exciting working with her, and I actually loved every moment. And then at times it was stressful, to get everything on time. And, she done just fantastic illustrations, and she done them in charcoal because that's what the publisher wanted. And it was her first time to do anything like this. So that's why at times it was stressful. She was nervous and anxious, and I would just say, listen, ask your guardian angel to give you strength and take that nervousness away. And she enjoyed doing them as well. And we just had a lovely time together. And she edited the book as well for me. She does that. She does the editing because she's so used to mommy talking and the computer printing out wrong and all of that, and she comes back to me. I love when the angels had said to me to ask her to do the illustrations. And I always remember that day, she looking at me and she's saying, really? In that way. And I said, yes, would you like to do them? And she says, yeah, I'd love to, and I know they were inspiring her as well. And I know everywhere there's an illustration in the book, it's connected to part of the writing that is on that page.
It is. I cannot wait. I've not got the book in my hands yet. I cannot wait till it comes out because, I know I'm older. I'm 33, Lorna, so I know it is a children's book. But for me, one thing I love about it, yes, it is for children. But like you said, parents are going to read it to their children. Children are going to know they've got a guardian angel. There's something so special that you're bringing that bond even closer together in a family, which is just so beautiful.
That's why I think it's so important for parents to read it, or grandparents, or even an auntie or uncle or a best friend to sit down with the child and read it with them if they can't read, or if the child can read, it's like, tell us the story, the adult is saying, and giving them support, and the adult is saying, well, I hope now you believe in your guardian angel and you ask for help, so it can give you the strength and courage. Because as I know I've said it already, but that's what I'm hearing back from children that have already discovered they have a guardian angel. But those children that have discovered they have a guardian angel, their parents are open spiritually. Their parents are not in denial of their guardian angel, and of course I've been telling parents all over the world, tell your child, and I'm saying to parents when children leave for school, you turn around as a parent and say, please let their guardian angel get them home here safely, in that way, that your child's guardian angel constantly is whispering in their ear to keep them out of trouble as much as possible, even though it doesn't always work. Sometimes the child just feels so pressurized they go with everyone else. But just to know that they have a guardian angel. I just always loved that young boy who just said he was so happy to know that his sister knew, she had a guardian angel. And seemingly, just a few months beforehand, the parents had given them angels in my hair to read. And I was so glad. And again, I'm hearing that all over the world, that's what parents are doing with older children, teenagers, saying, listen, I think you should read this book, but let's say it was just very exciting, and it took me a long time to write this first children's book, and it does have 7 stories, and it was just great, working with Aideen as well, her doing the illustrations, and and then she had to work with the publishers because seemingly they change a bit, when they're being printed out, they've been made lighter, and sometimes they can lose a feature. Maybe they might lose a little bit of a smile or something like that. But she enjoyed doing them as well. And I think they're fantastic, myself, personally. Well, I suppose I see the originals, and when you see the originals, they just look incredible.
Oh, I bet they do. I bet they do, Lorna. It's going to be, a beautiful book. And we've got to talk about Lorna as well. A miracle is unfolding with you, in the name of the sanctuary as well, with the Seraph Foundation in Thomastown in Ireland. For you, Lorna, I'm so excited that this is coming out. When I got the email, I was like, I did have a little bit of a cry, because the emotion that's coming from it and how needed a place like that is in this world right now is so, so needed. So how is that vision becoming a reality for you, Lorna?
Wow, that's a big question. It's still unfolding, and in one sense, it's not my vision, it's God and the angels. It's for the whole world. It's education. It's for connection back spiritually. It's for getting in touch with nature. It's for so many things that I have been shown already, and how it happened is just an incredible miracle. And I know we need plenty more miracles, and I do believe those miracles will come as well. Whatever way God has it planned, I don't look on the sanctuary as mine at all. We're working on that, because one thing I have been told is that, and I asked the angels to put a limit on it, and that it'll still be there in 300 years' time. And so I know what you said, that vision. I know God and the angels will keep on changing that for the, what would you say, for the best of mankind, and I guess as we grow spiritually ourselves, that intertwining happens, because I know I have written about so many different futures I have seen, and all the wonderful fantastic futures that I have seen, they all come together as one. It's not just one, it all comes together. And I know there's many more I haven't even shared either. But everything is our choice. We have, that free will to say yes or no. And it's just like at the moment we have the free will to, do what we're being asked to do. We have that, or ignore it. So we do need plenty of more miracles. I don't know what to say, because I'm blown away. Like, when I was a small child, I was shown this. And then, when Joe was still alive and we were coming down here to visit, making the story short, it was like as if the car went in slow motion and Archangel Michael was standing at these pillars and just said, one day you will live there. Now, I'm not going to live there because this is my home here, but I now understand what he means. And I always remember Joe saying, are you okay? And I said, I'm fine. And then after Joe died, many times, driving down here to the old farmhouse, because we were living in a tent with no water, no sewerage. If you saw the photographs, it was, when you say it was derelict, it wasn't the usual derelict. It was worse. It was collapsing, on many occasions when I would be driving down with my youngest daughter, there would be sometimes Archangel Michael might be there, or there would be two other angels. And trying to make the story short, then I'll go forward. And then what happened was, before all this lockdown and the virus, because I was traveling 6 months out of every year, I was exhausted. And so we were trying to look for places around close to where I live, so I could do events, so people could come from other countries in that way. And just Susie, who does the Children's Foundation for me, just as a joke, she just laughed at this. I don't know how she saw this property, and she just sent it to my son and said, look at this, and of course when my son saw it, he said, that's fantastic, but no way, we don't have money, there's no way. And it was just that my son then decided, listen to his guardian angel. Do you see the way everyone listening? Susie, even though she sent it as a joke, she was listening to her guardian angel. She just felt this would be the best way to send it. And then my son, Niall, who's Owen in the books, decided to send it to a friend. Now, there's huge amount to all that story, but the friend said, yep, that's it. And I can't say any more. So it's there for mankind, and whatever way God wants it to be. And we will be growing all our own food. We have a forest, we have a river. There's all kinds of things there. It's incredible, but we need lots of help as well. So I'm telling the Lord, get the guardian angels or the souls of the loved ones to kind of say, yeah, what can we do? Every little bit is a miracle, because building itself has, what do you call it, conservation order on it. I can't say the word.
Conservation order.
Yeah, so everything, you can't just say, oh, that's broken, let's replace it with today's modern one. No way. So therefore, everything has to be handcrafted by specialists, and it costs a fortune. So we need plenty of help. And we did have some volunteers in the garden in the summer, and that was great. We grew loads of food, and we've been giving it out to people in the meantime as well, because we're experimenting in the gardens, because the gardens will feed the house when
Mm.
groups of people come in whatever way God wants that. And seemingly, I have to share this with you. Seemingly, it's the soil is so organic because nothing has been grown in the garden for 30 or 50 years. You know, so you get pure organic food. We're not allowed to use anything. We have to pull the weeds by hand and everything like that, and that's what we do.
Wow, wow. It's going to be so magical, Lorna. And I mean, like you said, needs a lot of help, funding, donations, volunteers, anyone that can help. I put my hand up there as well. So as soon as I can,
Good.
Lorna, I am with you. I'm good with a paintbrush. I'm not the best
Good.
DIY person, but whatever I could do, I will be there. Trust me. So magical and such a beautiful place for the angels, God, yourself, for everyone to be one as well and to be a part of, which is a beautiful thing. For doesn't matter about race, color, sex, anything.
No, it doesn't. It doesn't matter, and all ages. I know lots of children will be coming as well. Lots of teenagers, and men and women of all ages, all walks of life. And it's whatever way God opens it up. The angels open it up. I leave all that in God's hand. I just take one step at a time. And as I just say, I walk on those stepping stones and go in the direction He wants me to go in. And this is one of the things that He has me going in the direction. It's not the only one. So um, I am always, God always keeps me very, very busy.
He does. He always does, Lorna. He always does. And, we do appreciate all your hard work as well, Lorna. So last question for you, lovely. Have you got anything that you want to say to people watching this right now that could be finding all these times quite difficult, Lorna?
Well, I suppose the first thing I would say is for them to know it will pass. It's going to pass. And I know I've met so many families and already talked to so many families that have lost loved ones, and that tears everyone's heart asunder. Like, you don't want to lose anyone just because of a virus in that way. But I think for all of us, to remember that it will pass and to ask your guardian angel to give you courage and strength. And of what I said earlier, reach out with love and compassion with even the stranger passing you by. Give everyone a smile if you can. If you're wearing a mask, let your eyes smile. Look and nod your head. They know you're smiling. All these little things lift us up. And I would say, listen to yourself. Your show to get an uplift. And a lot of people, even last night I was doing FaceTime with some people in America, and one thing that they're finding that is really good, and I've been doing it, is dancing. Because you can get these dance classes on YouTube. Well, my daughter works all that out for us, and the two of us do dancing. She might do the whole hour, I might do 20 minutes or a half an hour, but it gives you an uplift. So it's to do things. And I know lots of people are doing repairs on their house, they're doing work in their gardens, they're doing all kinds of things. But if you're in a small apartment somewhere or a little room, that's really hard. And that's where you have to open your curtains, and look out. And you have to let the fresh air in. And if you can go for a walk, you go for a walk. And do as much interaction as you can, but still keep your distance, because your guardian angel is whispering to you all the time. It wants you to stay safe. So don't feel embarrassed if you walk in a circle around someone when you're smiling at them and you're giving them a nod, or you put your hand up. You might be saving that person's life and you don't even know it. Because you're giving them hope. and just know their guardian angel is right there with them. So you're not alone. So let's all, reach out to each other. Let's all, pray for each other. Let's all, in that sense, in that reaching out, even though we can't hug or shake hands, but let them know that spiritually we are doing that. And you can do that by, as I said, giving them a wave, if you can shout from a window, because I know so many that have been and still are in apartments and their floors up.
Mm.
You know what I mean? In that, put something on your window saying hello in that way. And just when you go out, be as safe as possible. Stick by the rules for yourself and stick by the rules in one sense, just for others, that you're protecting them, even if they're not protecting themselves, just for now, because it will pass. It's going to pass, but it's going to take a bit of time, and I don't know what time that is. And I wish I could say to you, it'll be gone tomorrow. But I know it won't just yet. It's just like for myself, I don't go to a supermarket, and I know lots of people have to, but I don't myself. I get the groceries delivered, and that's the one thing about living in a small little town. You have the local supermarket, and they deliver locally, and it's just like ourselves with all the extra vegetables and stuff that we have. We're doing up boxes and dropping them off at people's doors and hoping to get the crates back. That's the only thing, because we run out of stuff like that. We don't have anything to put them into, and people forget, and I just say they could just drop them over my gate. I got one the other day, so I said, well, at least we got one back.
Totally. It is the small things, Lorna. Well, Lorna Byrne, I've got to say thank you so much, for the chat. So uplifting, of course. Good luck with a brand new book, which is out on Thursday, which is My Guardian Angel, My Best Friend. And of course, as well, with the Sanctuary. But from me, as always, thank you so much. You've uplifted me anyway. But thank you so much, Lorna.
And thank you to all the listeners. And God bless and love you all.
There we are. That was the lovely Lorna Byrne right there. And of course, with Lorna, her brand new book, My Guardian Angel, My Best Friend. If you want to get your hands on it, of course, everything is in the description below, and you can pick that book up as well. And what a special book. And I really hope this chat with Lorna has inspired you, has really uplifted you in these bleak times as well. And like Lorna said, it's not going to be forever. So from myself, Chris Meredith, thank you so much for watching this video. Remember to share it to people. Of course, get the book, My Guardian Angel, My Best Friend. Remember to gift it as well. Send it all around the world, because the more people that get their hands on the new book, the better. So thank you for watching, and much love and light from me. Angel blessings, and we will speak very soon. I'll see you later.